We were not prepared for the volume of what had to go into buying a lot, because there's so much involved. Moving dirt and knocking trees down and making the lot fit your home, putting your home on it, things that we had never had to experience. Well, we had decided we kind of wanted to stay in the area, so that narrowed the search. And then Dave just started doing his homework.
I began what I thought was going to be a process of interviewing 2 or 3 different firms that could take care of both design and ideally construction. And my first stop was AV, and that was my only stop because I was so impressed with Francisca and Tony. I concluded and checked with Catherine, and she agreed that AV was the company we ought to work with. We looked at about 10 or 12 properties. And then the one that we eventually selected just happened to pop up. And before we completed the purchase of the land, they were kind enough to come out and inspect it, talk with us about the general size and type of house we had in mind, and do some preliminary investigations to make sure that there were no obstacles in terms of the land itself to the type of house we had in mind.
What was helpful is at first you have to have an imagination, because you're looking at a lot where you have no clue what it's going to look like with trees down and a home on it, and through their technology could help us have an idea of, well, if we did this, this is what it's going to look like with the trees, and that was really helpful to be able to play and manipulate that technology.
Yeah, that's a great point. And in fact, there were renderings produced fairly early on. And if you compare those renderings to the actual situation today, I mean, they're almost identical. So that really helped quite a bit.
We knew everything that was going on, where every tree went down, where everything. And so that added an experience that both he and I had never had before. And I'm kind of glad we had it, because we know our lot better than anybody other than AV architects.